Hello guys and welcome back to Tennis Paris Brothers. Today is now the semi-finals day of the Nitto ATP Finals. So the first match is Daniil Medvedev versus Casper Ruud. So Casper Ruud is still the last debut player standing. He has defeated Cameron Norrie and Andrei Rublev to get to the semi-finals, which he is now playing against Daniil Medvedev. So as you guys already know, it's the semi-finals of the Nitto ATP event, and tomorrow will be the finals, the last day, the last tournament of the year, and it'll be interesting to see who gets to the finals today. So later on today as well, we'll have Zverev versus Djokovic, so that'll be another interesting one. So we'll start off though with their head-to-head. Daniil Medvedev and Casper Ruud. It is currently 2-0. So they've played twice, and both times Medvedev won. He played on outdoor hard in the ATP Cup. Daniil Medvedev won 6-3, 7-6. And they played in the outdoor grass in Mallorca, Spain this year. And it is winner Daniil Medvedev 7-5, 6-1. So that is their head-to-head. So matches won in the box. We'll start with Casper Ruud. Casper Ruud, to get to the semi-finals, he had to play. Let's start with Rublev. He played yesterday. That was a very, very close match. Couldn't get any closer than that. Rublev won the first set 6-2. Casper Ruud fought back, took the second set 7-5, and then 7-6, 7-5 in a tiebreak. I was in college at this time, but I heard it was an absolute epic tiebreak. And Casper Ruud is his debut tournament, and he gets to the semi-finals. He also beat Cameron Norrie in 3 sets. Cameron Norrie won the first set 6-1. Casper Ruud took control from then onwards and won 6-3, 6-4. He also played Novak Djokovic, where he lost 7-6, 6-2. So Casper Ruud took the number 2 spot to get to the semi-finals. Now we have Medvedev as well. So, my apologies. Where is Medvedev? I've lost Medvedev. Okay, no worries, but I'll just say it out loud. Medvedev, he had to play the following players. So he had to play Zverev. Now that was a very, very close one. Zverev won in 3 sets. Medvedev won in 3 sets against Zverev 6-3, 6-7, 7-6. He then had to play Hurkacz, where Medvedev defeated Hurkacz 6-7, 6-3, 6-4. And on Thursday he had to play Jannik Sinner, where Medvedev won 6-love, 6-7, 7-6. So far he's had a very, very tough tournament, Daniil Medvedev. And he's had to really fight so far. He hasn't had any match that's been very comfortable as of yet. He hasn't won anything in straight sets. So, guys, make sure to comment down below. What are your thoughts of this match as we start in? So, Daniil Medvedev, he hasn't won a straight sets match yet. And then Casper Ruud, well, he played yesterday and he won 3 sets against Rublev. So they could be very tired. Casper Ruud could potentially be very, very tired. It's going to be a very, very interesting one to see for sure. So yeah, make sure to comment down below, as I say, and it'll be interesting to see what everyone's thoughts are. I'm going for Medvedev in this match. He has more experience, and he's got a 2-love lead, even on his worst surfaces, so the grass as well. Medvedev not very much a fan of that, and he defeated Casper Ruud this year in 2021. So it's going to be a very, very exciting one for sure. And they'll go on very, very soon, guys. So the live is hopefully about to start. And yeah, well, let's get into this. So the semi-final. So the winner of this match will advance to the finals, where they play the winner between Djokovic and Zverev. So that'll be such an exciting matchup later tonight. Again, I'll be live streaming that, so hopefully you join in there, and all sorts. So we got Casper Ruud. He somehow made it to the semi-finals after defeating Cameron Norrie and Rublev. Rublev versus Casper Ruud was far too close, personally, and he had very little rest. He's playing the very next day, 1 PM. He's had less than 24 hours to recover, and yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how much Casper Ruud can handle, and he's playing against the number 2 in the world, Daniil Medvedev. So who knows? What's everyone's predictions? Make sure to comment down below, and it's going to be exciting for sure. So the semi-finals, as confirmed, is Casper Ruud versus Medvedev, and then we got Djokovic and Zverev later on today, and that is it. So we got the scoreboard down below. If anyone has any questions or some sort, place your predictions as well. We've got a poll set up. So far, one person's voted for Medvedev in 3 sets. So, as mentioned already, in this tournament, Medvedev has not yet to have won a straight set victory in this event. Currently this year, he's won every match so far in 3 sets. And it's going to be a very, very exciting one. Number 2 in the world versus number 8. So I'm going to say it's a good draw for Daniil Medvedev to get to the semi-finals. It's a lot harder for Zverev, who will play Djokovic later on today. Medvedev definitely has what it takes to defend his title. He is one of the favourites. He won last year in 2020. So can he repeat that this year? After he beat Dominic Thiem last year in the finals. I'm not sure if anyone remembers that. But that was a very good match. That was also 3 sets. So Casper Ruud is about to be called on the court any minute now, and we have Casper Ruud from Norway. He's making his debut tournament, and he's won 2 matches out of 3, so a very good tournament for him. He's going to move up, hopefully, the ranking as well. I'm not sure exactly about the ranking, but there is a big chance he could. And yeah, so I'm voting for Casper Ruud. Actually, whilst we're waiting, let's go through the player profile of Casper Ruud, shall we? So, as you already know, he's Norwegian. He's currently number 8 in the world, and that's his current peak. So do you think, guys, he has what it takes to go up the rankings further? He might do. It's a tough one to call. He's got a very good game style, especially on the clay court. And so it'll be interesting to see whether he'll move up any further next year or not. So he's age 22. He's turned pro since 2015. His weight is 170 pounds. Height, 6 foot. So he's not much taller than me, actually. Funny enough, he's not much taller than me. His birthplace, Oslo. Residence, Oslo. He's a two-handed backhand he plays right-handed with two-handed backhand. And his coach is Christian Ruud. There we go. So he's ranked number 8 in the world. That's his career high. His win-loss this year was 53 by 15. And his career is 115 by 68. V, it's an absolute pleasure to see you on here. So who do you think is going to win? V, it's going to be a very close one. I think Casper Ruud will fight. He will make Daniil Medvedev's life very difficult. So I think he has what it takes to maybe grab a set against Medvedev. I'm not saying he's going to win the match, but I definitely think it could go to 3 sets. It just depends how Casper Ruud is feeling, because yesterday he just defeated Rublev in 3 sets and he was exhausted, I could tell. So Casper Ruud, that's his breakdown, guys. He's currently won 4 titles this year. Is it 5 or 4? 5 titles this year, my apologies. He won San Diego, where he beat Cameron Norrie in the finals 6-2, 6-love. He won Kitzbühel, he won Gastad, Bastard and Geneva. Ruud's going to get smacked. So V's going to, well, I don't know, V, you're saying he's going to get smacked, but you never know. I think the first set it will be a bit of a challenge. Once Casper Ruud, after the first set, I think Daniil Medvedev will be the more confident player and the more experienced. Obviously, I still think Medvedev will win no matter the outcome. I lost in the quarterfinals today. Oh, how did it... Unlucky. What was that, the tournament where you were seeded, V? So yeah, this year Medvedev hasn't got as many titles as Casper Ruud. He's got 5 and Medvedev with 4. So he's got 6 titles in total his whole career. And ranking breakdown. Should we go through his ranking breakdown? So to start, let's see. ATP Masters 1000. He's reached his best was reaching the semi-finals in Madrid, in Monte Carlo, and in the Masters Rome. So very good results on the clay season. And his best on the hard was the quarterfinals in Cincinnati and Canada, and the round of 16 of Indian Wells. V, I was seeded 5, main draw. So that's still pretty good. Reaching the quarterfinals is very, very good from you. Yeah, I don't think you should be ashamed of that. Gonna start playing under 16 next year. That'll be exciting. Under 16 is a big stage. You'll be playing much older players, so it'll be interesting to see how you do. And hopefully keep training hard. Keep training hard. And now let's go to Daniil Medvedev. He is currently world number 2. He's at his peak, as everyone already knows. And what else? Sorry, my computer's just loading. Bear with. So yeah, Casper Ruud is number 8 in the world, and it's his debut. He's from Norway, and he's won this year 5 titles. So that's a very good year for Casper Ruud. Last year he won 1, so it's a massive improvement as we speak. And he's now in the Nitto ATP Finals, and he's in the semi-finals. So it's a well-deserved position. And now we'll tell you the ranking of Daniil Medvedev. So he's number 2 in the world. He won this event last year, so he's trying to defend his title. His age, 25 years old, turned pro in 2014. His weight is 182 pounds, 83 kilograms. 6'6". His birthplace is Moscow, residence Monte Carlo. He's a right-handed tennis player, and he's a two-handed backhand. His coach is Gilles Severa, and that's his career high of number 2. Djokovic just taking the lead off Medvedev. He was just missed out. His win-loss this year, 54-12, with 4 titles in 2021, and he's got 13 career titles. So that is the stats there for Daniil Medvedev, as we are now about to go for a warm-up, which Casper Ruud will be serving first. So there you go. Decent players. Yeah, exactly. The more, as you go up into different years, there'll be stronger players, and yeah, so it's interesting. So the polls are adjusting now. We got Medvedev 60% saying 2 sets, and Medvedev 3. So we definitely got a Medvedev as the overall winner. I'm going for Medvedev as well if I was to predict who'd win. But you never know with tennis players like Casper Ruud. He could play. Sorry, my apologies. He could play very, very well. He could give Daniil Medvedev a very tough time, but you never know. You never know until the match is played. So his Daniil Medvedev's age, in case you weren't here, 25 years old, turned pro 2014. His residence Monte Carlo, right-handed tennis player, the two-handed backhand. Current rank number 2, highest is number 2, and he's been in that place since March in 2021. So he's been comfortable this year. His career titles 13, this year 4. His 2021 win ratio 69/57. ATP Masters 1000 history, 24 matches played, and he's won 18 of them. So it's a very good stats. I cannot lie. There's not more to describe Daniil Medvedev. He's on very good form. He's obviously the winner of this event last year, so he's defending his title, and he's matches won 8 out of 11 in this event. Round robins. He's had over 2-hour matches in every single one so far. He has played Hurkacz. He won in 3 sets, 6-7, 6-3, 6-4. He had to play Zverev, where he won in 3 sets, and then of course he had to play. Who else did he have to play? Zverev, Hurkacz, and Jannik Sinner. So there you go. That's the that's it for today. And then Casper Ruud, age 22, his residence Oslo, right-handed tennis player with a two-handed backhand. So it's going to be really, really exciting, and hopefully will be started very, very soon, with Casper Ruud serving first in this match. Let's go. So Casper Ruud serving, and we are about to start, guys. So it's going to be, let's see how it goes. It's 15 love for Casper Ruud. Actually, it's going to be an interesting one as well. What do you think the game tactics are going to be? V, if you're still on here, what's the game tactics for Casper Ruud and Daniil Medvedev? Do you think Daniil Medvedev will just stay consistent and win majority of baseline points, or what's your thoughts? Feel free to comment down below, and yeah, I'm willing to have a conversation about it, and it'll be fun. Very, very fun. That's all it's about. 30 love, Casper Ruud to serve. Medvedev returning in this opening game in the semi-finals. So both players have played 3 matches each. Medvedev's been on court for over 6 hours because all his matches have gone to 2-hour match, and so yeah, he's got more match experience here on this court. So we'll see how it goes. Casper Ruud, 30 love up in this first service game. And we're now in the rally situation with a backhand to backhand battle, basically. It's a backhand to backhand battle. And so we've got some questions. If you have any questions to ask. So Medvedev versus Casper Ruud. They've obviously got 2 love head to head. Do you think Casper Ruud has what it takes to grab that 2-1 instead of 2-3 love, or in the head to head predictions, or not? So we've got 50% for Medvedev 2 sets and 50% Medvedev for 3 sets. So we've got 0% for Ruud to win at all. So we've got a clear potential winner here. And Casper Ruud takes the opening service game to love. So it's a great start here for Casper Ruud. Medvedev got into the rally. Well, he had 1 point with a rally, and he missed it wide. So it's going to be a slow start. I think we're going to try and get into the match situation, and that's how it's going to work. I think Medvedev's just going to ease his way through, and then when it's the most important games, he's going to try his absolute hardest to make sure he grabs that game. Casper Ruud, forehand placement versus Rublev, 56% going to the backhand side and 35% going to the forehand side, with 9 down the middle. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays against Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev is a complete different opponent to Rublev because they've shown the analysis of the match against Rublev. But I just feel that Daniil Medvedev is more consistent than Casper Ruud. And it's currently 1 game to love. The umpire is calling the ball long. Second serve now. Second serve, 1 love, and it's Medvedev to serve. We are on serve, so let's see how it goes. So if you are watching this, please make sure to like this video, and also use the live chat. It's going to be great to see. Oh, we got someone supporting Ruud. So who's here from, who's supporting Casper Ruud? I'm really, really interested and intrigued. Do you think the underdog has what it takes? That's what it's all about, you know. The tennis can be very, very exciting. It's very hard to predict who's going to win, and that's what makes it so special. 15 love, Medvedev with the great first serve to forehand, and it's now on a rally situation. Medvedev really trying to push Casper Ruud off the court, going for the aggressive, with Casper Ruud slicing it his way through into this point. And it's Medvedev still in this rally, taking control. Medvedev going with the inside-out forehand, and it's a massive forehand there from Daniil Medvedev as he wins the point. Casper Ruud under pressure, he's just trying to slow down the pace. So that could be a tactic potentially. Slowing down the rally is a very difficult thing. It's very difficult to do. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it can be very effective. I know, for example, Hugo Gaston, he slowed the game down. He did some drop shots against Daniil Medvedev. He gave Medvedev, the number 2 in the world, a very tough time. 7-6, 6-4 against someone that's ranked 100 and, well, I don't know whereabouts he's ranked, but in the 100s. And yeah, so I think it could be very beneficial to slow the game down, maybe go to the net as well, and we'll see how Ruud reacts to that. So Daniil Medvedev to serve. He serves to the second serve ace, and it's now 1-all. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? So he's also a very interesting character. How many aces do you think, guys, has Daniil Medvedev hit with a second serve? So let me just search that up. How many aces has Daniil Medvedev won with a second serve? With a second serve. So that'll be an interesting one. Guys, does anyone have any predictions? I think it's going to be... I don't know how many, to be honest. In his... Well, let's do this event. I'll check this event for sure later on. If you have answered it, please make sure to comment down below your predictions. I've definitely seen him do at least 8 in this event whilst I was commentating him. And he even did it with Jannik Sinner yesterday in a tie-break where it was very, very close in the third set, which was really, really fun to watch. Jannik Sinner, obviously, against Daniil Medvedev, did some... Well, in the first set, he wasn't too sure how to play against Daniil Medvedev, as you could tell by the scoreline, 6-love in the first set. Afterwards, Jannik Sinner decided to change up the momentum, and he tried to go into the net more. He tried to attack more. He used the crowd as well by his side, because obviously, as a fellow Italian, he definitely used the crowd to his favour. And it's now 30-love for Casper Ruud. It's second serve. So Casper Ruud definitely has to start well in this match. He cannot afford to be broken at all, or risked it anyway. So 30-love, Casper Ruud to serve. He serves to the backhand of Daniil Medvedev. It's a double fault, so it's the first double fault of this match so far. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing. We'll just get in. It's important to get into it, you know. Yeah. So it's 30-15. It is Casper Ruud serving. By the way, guys, please make sure to use the live chat. It's free to ask any questions you'd like. Preparation. And yeah, it'd be much, much appreciated if you could like this video. The more likes we get, the support, and the better, sorry. So it is 40-15. Casper Ruud is 2 game points up to go 2-1 up in this service game. In this match so far, sorry. So we're waiting as Casper Ruud serves. He serves to the backhand of Daniil Medvedev. Good return from Medvedev. Casper Ruud going inside out to the backhand of Medvedev. Now it's Casper Ruud against Medvedev. Cross court rally with Daniil Medvedev going inside in. Medvedev reaching, is going to the net, and Casper Ruud, he did everything to stay in that rally, just wasn't enough. Medvedev built up the point very nicely after that inside out forehand. He then followed the shot with an inside in forehand, and he approached him with Casper Ruud having no chance to recover that. And it is now 40-30, Casper Ruud with a game point. Can Daniil Medvedev get into this game? Can he get to juice? That is more of the question. So as you know, guys, Casper Ruud so far in his career against Medvedev has never won. So it'd be interesting to see whether Casper Ruud can get a set and he can improve his scoreline against Daniil Medvedev, the number 2 in the world, can't forget. So second serve for Casper Ruud. As he serves, goes to the backhand of Medvedev. Good return from Medvedev. It's now a backhand to backhand cross-court rally situation. Daniil Medvedev just staying consistent with nice height and depth. Casper Ruud taking it on very early. It's now a slice. Medvedev going inside out. It's another slice from Casper Ruud. Cross-court forehand from Medvedev. And now we're back in this situation. A slice from Casper Ruud. Medvedev trying to attack now. And we're still in this point actually. So very good point. Casper Ruud trying to slow down the point with a slice. It's is it working though? Not really for now. This point is very, very good, and it's still going. Still going. It's a slice from Casper Ruud. Medvedev with the inside-out forehand, and he finally wins the point. That was an incredible point played. Casper Ruud did very well, just staying in this point with a slice slowing the pace down. Medvedev having to produce some speed in his shots in order to get it in. And it's a very nice point built up from Daniil Medvedev, who eventually passes Casper Ruud. It's now 40-all juice. Wow, that was 32 shots. Points won so far after 9 shots. Daniil Medvedev 3 and Casper Ruud 1. So there's already been 4 points in this match where it's gone over 9 shots. So it's very, very effective to see. And now it's 40-all juice. Second serve for Casper Ruud. Casper Ruud serves to the backhand. It's just wide. Is it a double fault? It is a double fault. And first break point of the match goes to Daniil Medvedev. As we all know, break point. So there you go, guys. There's your break point photo. And we're back. So it's going to be break point for Daniil Medvedev. Can he grab his first chance? His first chance in the match for Daniil Medvedev. As Casper Ruud serves to the backhand. Good first serve. Hammering it to the backhand there of Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev challenging the call. It was called in. I reckon it was called in. Casper Ruud going for the challenge as well. It'd be interesting to see. Has Daniil Medvedev taken the break, or has Casper Ruud saved it? And he's challenged. It is on the line, and it is now 40-all once again. 1 break point saved. And there you go, guys. It is in indeed. And it's now 40-all. Casper Ruud serving once again. It was a big serve, and he hammered it with an inside-out forehand there. Casper Ruud really going for it. And it's now 40-all juice. Casper Ruud serves. Goes big on the first serve to the backhand. It's now a drop shot. Medvedev gets there though, and now it's Medvedev with a volley. And Casper Ruud, he had the whole court. Paris overall. That's a great question. My all-time favourite has to be Rafa Nadal. But if I had to pick someone who's on good form right now, I would have to say Daniil Medvedev. He's won the US Open. He's just so consistent on the baseline. He's very, very difficult to get past against, and you have to do. Other players find it very difficult to play Daniil Medvedev, especially with his unorthodox reactions at times, his style of play, his technique. Everything's just so different, and he's number 2 in the world. It just works so well for him, and he's just about to take a break. Does it? Can he do it? And he does so with a forehand. So Paris, let's see. Who is your overall favourite as well? Where are you watching this from? And it's nice of you to join in our chat. My favourite right now is Medvedev. Who is your favourite player? Question mark. So yeah, technically I'm watching one of my favourite players play against Casper Ruud, he's a rookie for this event. That he's done very well to get to the semi-finals here, and he's now playing Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev broken Casper Ruud to get the good start in this first set. So yeah, my favourite player is definitely Daniil Medvedev for now. This year he's had a great career, and he's got 4 titles in his belt this year. So you know, it's very, very strong. He's got the US Open. He's got a Grand Slam title. He broke Djokovic's streak to get that Golden Slam. So, Paris, it'll be interesting to see who's your favourite player as well. Is it Djokovic? Who do you think? Who do you think it is? I'm guessing, right? I reckon you're going for Djokovic, or who else would you go for? I reckon Djokovic. Yeah, definitely Djokovic. That's my prediction. The number 1 in the world. It'll be interesting to see another Djokovic versus Medvedev final. If that happens, that will be so epic to see whether Medvedev can take his revenge after Djokovic beating him in the Paris Masters final, which was the tournament just before this. In case anyone wasn't aware, Djokovic won in 3 sets. So looking into the future there, if they both win their matches, they'll face each other once again, and that would be the 4th or 5th time, because They played in Australian Open final. They played in US Open final. They played at the Paris Masters. They've played each other so many times. Big Husky, it's been a long time. How have you been? Who do you predict to win this Nitto ATP event? It's going to be, well, who do you think? Of course, I'm predicting Daniil Medvedev to defend his title. This last year, he beat Dominic Thiem in the final after Dominic Thiem beat Djokovic in the semis. But who do you think is going to win this year as well? I'm still going for Daniil Medvedev. There we go. I got it right with the Djokovic, Zverev and Alcaraz. So I bet you're absolutely buzzing for today's match. Djokovic versus Zverev. Now, if you had to choose one of them, who would it be? Paris. Would it be Djokovic or Zverev? Alcaraz as well. He won the next gen. He played some top level tennis. He's playing very hard. He's had a great year. He beat Tsitsipas. He's taken his first ATP title. So it's going to be a very interesting one to see. Well, Alcaraz potentially next year could do something special. And as we're speaking, it is 30-15 Daniil Medvedev. And Daniil Medvedev has taken the break he has taken a break from Casper Ruud. So now Casper Ruud's got a lot of catching up to do. So far, Daniil Medvedev just shown his dominance against Casper Ruud, going cross-court battle, really aggressive ground strokes. Yeah, V, you're right already. Already a break. You are certainly right. Medvedev had to fight though. It was some 32-shot rally. I think you just missed it, but it was some high-level tennis, and it's not like Medvedev got it straight away. They had to play 32 shots before Medvedev finally winning the point. And so, V, who's your favourite player again? It's Monfils, isn't it? Big Husky, if you're still here, comment down below your predictions. I'd love to have your thoughts. And also, how have you been in general? It's been a while since we've seen you on our channel. So yeah, I hope everything's going well for you. And it's now 40-30. Daniil Medvedev with the game point. Oh, sorry, I'm not live. Alright, so it's 40 Juice. Where am I? Okay, alright, that's absolutely fine. I think Djokovic will win, but Zverev will give him a tough fight. Yeah, so Paris, on Discord, I mentioned that Djokovic will win, but it will be 3 sets. So I reckon Zverev winning the first and Djokovic winning from then onwards. And it'll be interesting to see what you think as well. It's Djokovic. He's had a very good year. 3 Grand Slam titles, and he's won a couple of ATP events as well. Paris Masters, for example, being one of them. And yeah, he's just showing why he's the #1 in the world. He's 10 years older than Medvedev, I think. Medvedev's currently 25, if I'm right to say so. And Djokovic, well, 34, turning 35 next year. So there's a 9-year gap, pretty much. And we are 3-1 for Daniil Medvedev in this first set. Ruud got broken at the 1-game all. Medvedev fought very hard, though, to take that break. And let's see how Casper Ruud reacts after getting broken. I think the same. Oh, let's go Paris. I'll be live commentating it later, so will you join in with us? I need to prepare, of course, but if you have any facts about players that you want to know, or if you want any questions, I can potentially do a little questionnaire about the players later on today if you want me to. So Zverev versus Djokovic, of course, on the condition that you turn up. It's at 8 PM tonight. Ray, it's going to be another Novak versus Medvedev, innit? Oh, yeah, definitely. I think so. It will be, they played in Australian Open, Djokovic won. They played in US Open, Medvedev took revenge. They played in Paris Masters, Djokovic took revenge of Medvedev's win in US Open. So will Medvedev take the win, 4th time they played this year at the Nitto ATP Finals, if they do meet up against each other? There's obviously a bit of pressure on Djokovic. He has a slight disadvantage as he is playing the evening shift and then playing the next day as well, the finals, if he does win, of course. So I can't lie, there is a slight disadvantage for Novak Djokovic and Zverev, as they're playing the evening, and the very next day they're scheduled on at 1 PM, I believe. So Paris, I am from India. Where are you from? So I'm watching from the UK, but we're called the Tennis Paris Brothers, as Paris is our surname. I don't want anyone to get confused about that. We are based in UK, but our surname is Paris. Olivier, hi, how's it going? Well, you got a day off today, don't you? Are you not visiting Are you not seeing Nico? Also, another thing, how's the hairdressers? Finally, guys, Olivier's got a haircut in Spain, so I want to see that. I want to see the fresh trim. Ray, it's 3 sets, not 5. So, not 5. So I'm going to give the edge to Medvedev. So, okay. However, in Paris Masters, they played 3 sets as well, where Djokovic obviously won, but you never know. It depends on the day. It depends on how fit the players are. Djokovic, obviously, he's starting to age a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And by the way, we got Medvedev with another 2 break points. It is 15-40. Casper Ruud serving, Medvedev returning, and it's 15-40. Let's just see how it goes. Let's see how he saves it. We are live now at the Nitto ATP Finals in Turin. So, what do you guys think? Do you think it's better event in Turin, or was it in London, the O2? What do you guys think? For me, I would have preferred the O2. I would have gone to watch it, but that doesn't matter because I can live stream it here instead, live commentate it. So yeah. It's now 30-40. Ruud has saved 1 break point. Can he do another? Oh, I forgot to add my little break point feature as well. Can't forget that. We have the break point. So we've got break point there. I hope you like that. It's just a little photo. Yes, at 4 PM, and no, when we went, all the hairdressers were shut. Oh, so that's a bit frustrating, isn't it? I want to see you get a haircut. 30-40. It is break point. We're in a rally situation. Medvedev misses in the net, so it's 40-all. How many people are watching, by the way? It's great to see some engagement as well. Really appreciate it. We're on about the match today. And does anyone have any questions about either players or just me in general? Paris, obviously you're new to our channel, so if you could, it'd be massively appreciated to subscribe. Who do you think will be the best player in the next 10 years, excluding Medvedev? Oh gosh, I still think Medvedev will still be there in 10 years. He might or might not. It'll be interesting to see how he does. There will still be Tsitsipas, there'll be Alcaraz, there'll be Rublev. There'll still be majority of the next gen still playing in 10 years time. I think so anyway, because Djokovic has been on the tour for, well, nearly 20 years, I think. Am I right to say so? So it's a very difficult one. I think Alcaraz will make a breakthrough. He could be a potential #1 in the world, but I don't think he's at that level yet to be inside the top 10. Maybe next year. Maybe it depends how he does in future tournaments, in Grand Slams as well. It's a massive thing, a Grand Slam. He did very well at the US Open, if I'm right to say so. He beat Tsitsipas, and then he had to retire against Felix Auger-Aliassime. Ray, probably London. They had team and the players didn't quit early. Wait, Ray, expand. What do you mean by players didn't quit early? Although I prefer London as well, the O2. It was I like the fact that as well they had the boat ride towards the arena, the O2. It was very, very cool. So yeah, I went on it once actually in 2016. So it was awesome. So cool. And I could show you some photos actually. Ray, if you want, I could show you some photos from my experience when I went to the O2. And Paris, yeah, there we go. We got this little feature here. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. That's the first time I've seen it. I saw it. It pinged up on my screen. That's really fun to see. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's the first one of today. So thank you so much for being our first subscriber for today, and hopefully you'll be subscribing for future videos and comment and etc. So it means a lot to us. It means a great deal. So we're now is it 4-1 or 3? Sorry, I just lost count. It's 3-2 for Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev wasn't able to get that double break. Casper Ruud fought hard to win that service game, and Daniil Medvedev still up with one break, 3-2. He is serving right now as we speak, and Medvedev currently taking charge at this point. Casper Ruud with the unforced error. What I find is Casper Ruud, he produces a great amount of topspin, but Medvedev, I think he's loving it. He's taken it up on the high. He's nearly jumping on his shots now, and giving a tough time for Casper Ruud as we speak. So Medvedev is serving. Great first serve from Medvedev. A good return from Casper Ruud. It's a slice, and Medvedev misses 15-0. So guys, we also did some research. We did about the 20-second rule before serving. Why players tend to use it, especially Federer, Djokovic. They use it for mainly recovery time. Medvedev obviously still very young and fit, so I'm sure he's fine. Do you watch any other sport? No, not really, to be honest. Tennis is my life, pretty much. I've been raised to enjoy tennis, and I play at a very good level, hopefully, I think. So yeah, Junior's Tennis Stars, hi Alexis, hi Olivier. Hi Junior Tennis Stars, how's it going? Great to see you on here. But yeah, tennis, Paris is our main sport, but we do some on the side. We do at times a bit of running. I'm saying a little bit because it's very rarely. But yeah, we try and do different activities, but tennis is definitely the main hobby that we do at all times. Medvedev will take it in 2 sets, I think. I think so as well. It'll be interesting to see how close Casper Ruud can get it though. He's playing well, don't get me wrong. Medvedev just far too experienced right now on these type of courts, and as a rookie, Casper Ruud has definitely done Norway very, very proud, because obviously I think he's one of the first players. Actually, let me do some research. Is Casper Ruud first Norwegian singles player to play Nitto ATP Finals? To play Nitto ATP Finals. So it'd be interesting to see whether he is or not. Norwegian history. Yes, so Casper Ruud, guys, is the first Norwegian in history to qualify for the Nitto ATP Finals. So there you go. He's doing, he's making a history. I started watching tennis this September, and now I'm addicted to it. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So I'm guessing you're starting to understand the rules a lot more of tennis. And 4-2 for Daniil Medvedev. Casper Ruud to serve. He's still a breakdown. He's got a lot of work to do as well. So Paris, obviously you haven't seen the best out of Nadal, Medvedev. Sorry, not Medvedev. You haven't seen the best out of Nadal and Federer. But if you have, what's your favourite match? Like obviously, you actually might have seen. Did you see Rafa Nadal at Roland Garros? He didn't win it this year, but he lost to Djokovic, which was very, very exciting as well. Djokovic, the second time he ever beat Rafa Nadal at Roland Garros. Sorry. It's now love 15. 10 unforced errors from Casper Ruud, 8 from Medvedev, 4 winners for Casper Ruud, and 7 winners for Medvedev. So those are stats so far. It's 4-2, love 15. Great first serve from Casper Ruud. Casper Ruud really he's coming in. He's finishing off with a smash, and it's now 15-0. Hi Alexis, did you see our real golf tennis to the moon? Nearly hit 1.5 million views. That's incredible. That's really, really cool. Yeah. I've definitely seen. I think I have seen actually. Paris. No, I didn't see it. Oh, there's some amazing matches that you must look back and watch. So there is Nick Kyrgios versus Hugo Humbert at the Australian Open, and there's just some special matches. Nick Kyrgios earlier in this year, and then who else is there? There was Alcaraz versus Hugo Gaston. The crowd was so wild in the Paris Masters. You might have saw that, but yeah, Hugo Gaston was all over the place, and he defeated Alcaraz. So I'm sure you saw that because Alcaraz is your favourite player, but that was so epic. The crowd was so wild. I've never seen the crowd so excited over a tennis match for Hugo Gaston. My favourite match till now is Djokovic versus Zverev, US Open 2021 semi-finals. That went to 5 sets, wasn't it? Zverev versus Djokovic, I think so. They definitely played a few times, but yeah, it'll be another one. It'll be another match just like that. Hopefully, another one as well. The Olympics. You might have seen Zverev winning the Olympics. What a great event for representing Germany as well. So what a win that was. It is now 4-3. Casper Ruud does find a way to hold his serve. Medvedev will be serving to go 5-3 up in this opening set. So we are only one break up. It's not as bad as we thought it'd be, guys. Especially V was saying that he'd get absolutely destroyed. So yeah, if you are new, make sure to share this video, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I've already got Paris here. Very, very grateful. We are very, very thankful for your support as well. So it means a lot. And hopefully Djokovic versus Zverev later. They've played 3 times as well, haven't they? Djokovic versus Zverev, they've been a big head-to-head this year. The Olympics, where Zverev broke Djokovic's winning streak, and then Zverev versus Djokovic at the US Open semi-finals. That was exciting. Yeah, exactly. Great achievement by Zverev. He won it for the country, and that is a massive achievement. But it's 4-3 currently. Casper Ruud as well. He's made some good victories this year. He's won 5 titles, more than Daniil Medvedev this year, and this is definitely one of his biggest events in his whole career. Hopefully, if he continues to be at that high level, he'll be able to play in the future as well. But there's obviously a lot of upcoming tennis players, so it's a difficult place to get into. So in the rare situation now, Casper Ruud, topspin, inside out topspin forehand. We're now in the rare situation, backhand to backhand. Casper Ruud going inside in. Is it a winner? No, it's not. It's just missed wide. A very unfortunate shot there. So we currently have 6 viewers. So thank you so much to all that have supported us. Paris, how did you find us, by the way? It's great that you've joined us in the live chat. It's exactly what we needed. We need to get like conversations going. People engage more. And yeah, so it means a lot. Ray, Big Husky, if you're still here. What's up, guys? And it's now second serve. Oh, it's a double fault. Is it a double fault? I'm a bit lost. Alright. Paris, your thoughts on Denis Shapovalov? I mean, he's a special player to look out for sure. Consistency wise, I still think he needs to work on that mentally as well, but he has won a few titles. He's done very, very well. So it's a difficult one to judge. He played the Labour Cup where he lost his match, but again, it's great experience with a great crowd. So it's very, very hard to judge. He loves his one-handed backhand as well, that flying backhand. But yeah, my favourite one as well is Rublev. Earlier on this year, he had a very good start. He won a few titles. He won Rotterdam. So yeah, Rublev, I love his aggressive forehands. He plays similarly to Alcaraz, in my opinion. Alcaraz hits the ball very hard. He never hits it, or like, well, what's it called? He never missed hits it or anything. He just practiced that forehand and backhand over and over. And Alcaraz is doing the same. I think it's going to be Rublev's going to be Alcaraz will be a very similar player to Rublev. That's my opinion as well. Medvedev's at the net. That's a very rare occasion to see him. Medvedev trying to get some hand skills going, and Medvedev struggling to finish the point. Eventually he does, though, with a cross-court backhand winner. I just find Medvedev's volleys are very loopy in a way. There's quite a lot of air time to it. It has to be quite low and like a hammer, a shot. It's just difficult because I always think he's got too much swing to it, and it's a very difficult one to judge on. Of course, he's number 2 in the world, so he's probably got one of the best volleys, but it's just what I find in a way, he's got too much, what's it called? You know, when there's a height. Yeah, I'm sure you understand what I mean. I just can't think of the word all of a sudden. And it's now 5-3 for Daniil Medvedev. Casper Ruud really having to fight now to hold his serve, and he does so with a hammering forehand, with a bullet, the speed of a bullet of a forehand there. 15 love. I want to know how fast that was. That was incredible. 185 kilometers an hour. It was so quick, unexpected for sure. 185 kilometers an hour forehand, slapped it, cross-court winner. 15 love, no chance for Daniil Medvedev to return that. So there's obviously Black Friday, so I'm getting all these emails as well saying, oh, 50% off. Brilliant. Casper Ruud's second serve goes to Medvedev's backhand. I thought it looked out, but it's a drop shot from Casper Ruud. Medvedev missing the ball in the net. He had the whole court, and that was a very bad unforced error from Daniil Medvedev. Sorry, it's now 30 love here in this service game. Casper Ruud is now serving to stay in this opening first set, and Daniil Medvedev might have to serve it out. Who knows? Who knows though? Wimbledon 2019 final was unbelievable. Is this... Sorry, before I drink. Are you on about Djokovic versus Roger Federer? That was a special one, if you are. I think that was it, wasn't it? Wimbledon 2019? It was so hard to watch, though, with Federer with match points and everything. But, you know, it happens. Tennis players, there's loads of pressure. It can get to the player's head, having match points. And it's a big thing mentally. Mentally, you have to be unbelievably strong, and the ones that are, they're in the top of the world. So Medvedev, very, very strong mentally. He might not look it, but he is. He's a great sportsman, and in case no one saw, he actually gave good sportsmanship to Jannik Sinner after there was supposed to be a replay point because the ball was called in. That Medvedev decided to give the point away to Jannik Sinner. That was at 5-all, so in the third set, so that was very, very brutal. So yeah, we've had some special moments. There's been some unbelievable matches this year. Last year, it's just in general, you'll find the odd occasion where the match is super, super special to watch. Like Medvedev versus Jannik Sinner, that was incredible. Jannik Sinner with a bad start, but got through to Medvedev's head in the second set, and the third set even though Medvedev won, the third set could have been any closer. Obviously, he was devastated because he wanted to win very, very badly. And yeah, the ranking point for it is 200 points if you won the round robin. So that's a lot of points there for Daniil Medvedev bagged. So yeah, it's good money as well, prize money. Cheers, by the way. It's 5-4. Daniil Medvedev to serve it out. That was an interesting squash taste, but it is now it's coming to the end of this year. There's 3 more matches left, including this one. So this match, Djokovic versus Zverev, and the finals, and then 2021 for tennis is done until January next year, where the Australian Open will be played. We've had some quotes from Roger Federer saying that he will not be playing the Australian Open, but he will be back 2022 fighting hard on the tour, hopefully. He'll be playing less events, that's for sure, because he's getting older. His fitness won't be as good as 20-year-olds, but it's great to see him still on the show. Zverev showed great sportsmanship against Berrettini when he got injured. It's very true, he did, but at the same time, it's very, very unfortunate for Berrettini. It's hard to explain, but Zverev showed great sportsmanship as well, because you can't really say, oh yeah, I won fairly with Berrettini retiring. It's a devastating event that happened for Matteo Berrettini with the abdominal injury. In case no one was aware, earlier this week we had 2 withdrawals in the tournament. We had Stefanos Tsitsipas and Berrettini. Tsitsipas withdrew before the match started against Casper Ruud, and then Berrettini, it happened during the match against Zverev, where Berrettini had an abdominal injury pain and he had to retire. He couldn't play on it. And it's now 30-love. Medvedev with a drop shot. Medvedev trying to toy around with Casper Ruud right here. He anticipated the ball very well. He's now got 3 set points. 40-love. 40-love, guys, for Daniil Medvedev, as he's now got 3 set points. 1 set away, potentially, from getting to the finals. Again, it's a spectacular tournament for Medvedev. He had to fight for every match so far. Let's see if this is the most comfortable match he's played in this Nitto ATP Finals. First set goes to Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev served it out. He played some high-level tennis. He broke Casper Ruud right at the very start of this match, where it was 1 game all. Daniil Medvedev broke, and since then we've been on serve the whole time. Just 1 break is enough to potentially take the whole set, and that is what's happened in Daniil Medvedev's case. And it's now 6 games to 4, and we'll show you the set 1 stats. Actually, can I show you the stats? I might be able to. Bear with me just 1 second. So I'll show you the stats. Okay, so we don't have it. We don't have it on me right now. I do apologise for that, but I'll read them out loud instead. We have Medvedev versus Ruud. 9 winners from Medvedev, 7 winners from Casper Ruud, 12 unforced errors from Casper Ruud, 11 from Medvedev. First serve speed on average, 199 for Medvedev, 198 for Casper Ruud. Second serve speed, 149 for Medvedev, 156 for Casper Ruud. So Medvedev's second serve is a lot slower on average. First serve in, 62% for Medvedev. Casper Ruud with the better stat of 68. First serve points won, 88% for Daniil Medvedev and 76 for Casper Ruud. So 1 ace each so far in this match. I'm surprised actually there hasn't been many aces. That is something I'm very shocked about. On average, usually Medvedev tends to hit maybe 8 or so aces in a match. So far there's only been 1, so it'd be interesting to see how Medvedev does in the second set. By the way, guys, comment down below what's been your favourite match so far to watch at the Nitto ATP Finals. So far for me, it has to be, I think, Daniil Medvedev versus Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner really fought hard. He played a very high level tennis, and for a debut, he couldn't get any better than that. I'm sorry. Casper Ruud, obviously, he's on his debut as well. He had Cameron Norrie and Rublev to beat, but Jannik Sinner had a much tougher time having to play against Daniil Medvedev and Hurkacz, where Sinner had the better... Sinner never won against either of those players, and now he did against Hurkacz and nearly against Medvedev. He was this close. He had a match point. So, yeah, it was definitely the highlight. It was the longest match so far we've had in the Nitto ATP Finals for sure. It is love 15, Casper Ruud to serve in the second set. So he's starting first. He's got that slight advantage, as he'll always be ahead. Zverev versus Medvedev for me. I was very unfortunate at Paris. I wasn't able to watch as I was in college, so I'm still in school. Last year, by the way, and then I'm done. I wasn't able to see it because I was in school, so Zverev versus Medvedev with scoreline looks like it's one of the best matches, but I wasn't able to see it, so I got to see Jannik Sinner and Medvedev instead. But yeah, Zverev obviously gave Medvedev a very hard time. What happened in that match tiebreak? Obviously, I saw the highlights, but not very much was played. So yeah, tell me what happened. So it's 30-15. Medvedev is returning and Zverev to serve. Casper Ruud now, of course, he's taking a lot of risk on his ground strokes for sure. His winner speed once again 164, so he's absolute. Well, it's some big forehands there from Casper Ruud. He's playing hard. He's trying to make Medvedev fight for the points basically, and he's changed his game style a little bit. It's obviously the very start of the second set, but he's been the previous game as well. He went for a lot of risk, tried to absolutely hammer the forehand and the backhand instead of topspin at times. I think Medvedev will win 6-4, 7-6. So you reckon this set could go to a tiebreak? I reckon Casper Ruud will. It's a difficult one to say. Casper Ruud will lose 6-4, 6-3. That's my prediction. Paris, Medvedev won the last set tiebreak. Yeah, of course. Did Zverev get any match points though? Because obviously it got to 6-all at one stage. So beforehand, was Zverev always ahead or Medvedev? Casper Ruud to serve, 40-30. He's got a game point, and he has taken it 1 game to love for Daniil Medvedev. So there you go, guys. It's a good start for Casper Ruud here. He's managed to hold his serve, which is very important for Casper Ruud. He needs to maintain focus. He needs to be able to hold his serve as much as he can. Daniil Medvedev is obviously going to make his life very difficult, getting closer and closer in the service game scores. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And it's now love 15. Casper Ruud returning this time. Medvedev serving. And I've just saw Medvedev miss a bounce smash. So that's pretty interesting there. Wasn't expecting that. It's now love 15. Medvedev serving. The thing I like as well, Medvedev, he's very reliant on that serve as well. His first and second even, he's very aggressive. He hits it, goes for it as much as he can. Players are a bit shocked whenever Medvedev goes for a first serve on the second serve, and it brings a bit of style to the game. A variety of shots basically. And Medvedev, he's finally finishing the points at times in the net. Sorry, but I was not able to watch the match. I watched the highlights. Oh, I see. Paris, no worries. Yeah, I watched the highlights as well. It was some very good rallies, of course. No problem. I thought you watched it. Net points won, 7 out of 9 for Medvedev. So it looks like Medvedev's been practicing his volleys and smashes a lot. He's been going to the net more than usual. Obviously in training, you might have seen or not. He's been practicing those volleys and smashes, and of course passing shots is a big thing for him. He lacks that slightly, I find anyway. 30-15, Medvedev serving. He serves an ace. Oh no, it's a let. That's unfortunate. He was pretty much an ace. He wasn't able to just clip the net. Oh yeah, guys, so do you think, are you for or against net cords? So in the next gen finals, you might have seen, or not the next gen, but there was an event where net cords, you had to play on from them if the first serve went over and hit the net cord. Are you for or against that? Do you think net cords should be played on or stop the rally? Because yes, it carries on the game, doesn't it, basically? Just, I don't know, apparently it speeds up time more. Yeah, I'm 14 years old and now in 8th stand. What about you? So I'm 18 and I'm in my last year before university. So there you go. And we're now in the rally situation. Casper Ruud with the banana attempt. He was trying to be like Rafa Nadal, but Casper Ruud obviously not as talented as him, and he misses long. So it's now game for Daniil Medvedev as he holds his game very comfortably. Very relaxed Daniil Medvedev right now. It's 1 game all, and Casper Ruud serving once again. It's very interesting to see. It's the opponent serving for like at least 2-3 minutes, and there's Medvedev just serving it out in about 1 minute. It's very, very funny. Like, I look at the screen, I see Casper Ruud serving. Next thing I see again is Medvedev already 40-love up with a service game. It's quite funny. I always find that quite funny, how quick Medvedev is with his serving. Doesn't give any time away, and he's very much... It looks like he's in a rush almost at times, but not really. It is 50 minutes of match play so far, and it's 6-4, 1 game all. If you've just joined, it's the head-to-head matches won so far in this tournament. I'll just go through it. We have Daniil Medvedev beating Jannik Sinner, Daniil Medvedev beating Zverev and Hurkacz all in 3 sets. We then have as well Casper Ruud defeating Rublev and Cameron Norrie. So if you are interested, these are the score lines. I've just taken this off Google quickly. So that's if you are new and you wanted to know how both players have done in their round robin. So you have to win 2 matches to get through, and that's what Casper Ruud has done, and same with Medvedev. Medvedev won 3 out of 3 actually. So first serve was out from Casper Ruud. Your Australian Open predictions. It's a very difficult one to judge, Paris. Very early days. It depends on the sometimes you expect the very least. For example, in 2016, Andy Murray was obviously #1 in the world. He won the Nitto ATP Finals and came in Australian Open, lost in, I can't remember exactly, I think quarterfinals, or I don't remember, but then Roger Federer and Nadal came out of nowhere. So you never know what can happen. You just can't predict this far in ahead. But from what I'm seeing right now, if I was to judge, it could be Medvedev, Djokovic. There's a wide range of names that could do very, very well at the Australian Open. And as we're speaking right now, Ruud really hitting those forehands, giving nothing to Daniil Medvedev as he hits another massive inside-out forehand winner. It's 30-15, and Casper Ruud is holding on to his service game. So there you go, it's 30. So it's now 2-1. Casper Ruud once again holds his serve. He's hitting some big ground strokes right now as we speak, not giving very much to Daniil Medvedev. So yeah, if you are new, please make sure to click that like button, subscribe so we get more engagement. It would mean so much. We are also doing Zverev and Djokovic later on today, which is definitely the highlights, the best match of the tournament so far. So I do recommend you coming on to that. They've played each other 3 times so far this year, Zverev and Djokovic. Zverev, well actually I think 4. I think they played an Australian Open as well. Let me just check. So Djokovic versus Zverev. They're head-to-head. So this year they've played a few times. They played in US Open, Tokyo, Australian Open, and obviously, wow, that's so they played in 4. I think. Well, I need to double check this. This is incredible. They've played so many times this year. They've played 4 times. They played in the ATP Cup. They played in Australian Open, Tokyo, and US Open. So last time they played was at the US Open, where Zverev lost in 5 sets. So it's very, very close between each other. Very similar levels, Zverev versus Djokovic. So it'll be interesting to see, and I hope you all stay on there later on tonight. We are currently live though. Djokovic, Daniil Medvedev, sorry, and Casper Ruud. Casper Ruud is making history by qualifying to semi-finals. It's the first Norwegian as well to get to the Nitto ATP Finals, so it's a massive, massive achievement from his behalf. And he's won 5 titles this year, so he should be very, very proud of this year's 2021. And so we have Medvedev. He is currently serving at 2-1. So we got, sadly I won't be able to watch. I would be able to watch only some matches of AO as my preliminary exams are in January. Ah, that's understandable. I see. I'm just, well, I haven't got exams, but I've got lots of things happening in January. Got some events coming up as well. So Paris, in case you weren't aware, I play at a high level tennis. So I've got tournaments coming up and everything. I might not even be able to watch very much myself because the time difference as well is very, very big. I think they're ahead by a couple of hours. So it'd be interesting to see. Medvedev 40-15 up in this service game. It's currently 2-1 for Casper Ruud. He's managed to hold his serve just about, and is now 2-1, 40-15. Here we go. So we got game point opportunity. Medvedev serves it with a massive serve as it's now 2 games all. Again, Medvedev really reliant on that serve. The first serve percentage starting to creep up a little bit here for Daniil Medvedev as we speak. As by the way, guys, please make sure to click that like button, subscribe to our channel for more tennis content as well. We post live tennis matches at times. So yeah, so we are here live commentating, and I hope you are all enjoying me talking. So Paris saying all the best for your tennis tournaments. Thank you so much. It means so much. So yeah, it means it means a lot to me as well. So yeah, I've got experience in the tournament industry. Well, not as high level as Casper Ruud and Medvedev, but you can get like a rough idea of how they're feeling. Casper Ruud probably feeling more relaxed than Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev not really showing many emotions. I can't lie, he's very good at hiding it, and that's the difficulty with the mentality. You have to be careful what the way you present yourself in the match, and also before the match. You have to be excited. You have to be pumped up just beforehand. What I tend to do as well, listen to loud music, and try and get into the zone. Like I try to do a warm up beforehand, all sorts. So yeah, it's definitely pressure on Medvedev as well as a defending champion here. So I'm sure he wants to defend that title, but he's doing very well right now. 2 games all, it's love 15, just a big point played there. Points won over 9 shots, 13 for Daniil Medvedev, 87% likely for Daniil Medvedev to win when there's more than 9 shots being played. So there you go, it's a very good stat for Daniil Medvedev as we speak. So I was going to search up something, but I can't remember what I was going to search up. So we'll stick to the match. It is love 15. It's a big game here. I think Daniil Medvedev might have what it takes to get this break. I reckon if it's now or never, it will be this game, love 15. Currently, it is Casper Ruud serving, and there is an issue right now. I don't know what the issue is. Interesting to see what it is. I have no idea. Can't tell you what's happening because my live stream is muted so that I can commentate instead. So I do hope you are enjoying, guys. Make sure to comment down below. You seem to be a tall guy. I'm nearly 6 foot. I'm about 5'10", 11. Very, very close. I'm not as tall as others, but yeah, definitely taller than Diego Schwartzman. Sorry, it was on a long call. Typical. No problem. You enjoy. You enjoy the long call. Love 15. We're now sorted from the dispute that happened. Not sure what it was about. We'll find out later. And it's now love 15. We're in the rally situation. Medvedev trying to take this service game off Casper Ruud, I reckon. Trying to take the break early on in this second set. And Casper Ruud missing the forehand approach in the net, which gives Medvedev the 30-love lead on Casper Ruud's service game. Got to be careful here for Casper Ruud. He cannot afford to be broken in the second set, or else this match should go very, very quickly down the drain for him. Medvedev obviously giving himself a very tough time. It is 30-15, sorry. 15-30. There we go. 15-30. I got it. Third time lucky. So second serve for Casper Ruud. He serves down the tee to Medvedev's forehand. Drop shot from Casper Ruud. He misses wide, And finally, we do have, indeed, a breakpoint opportunity in this second set. And it goes for Daniil Medvedev. It's 15-40. It's 2 break points. So Paris, obviously at 14. So do you play tournaments as well, or are you starting to get into tennis, or are you more just watching it for now and experiencing it? You live in which city? So I live in Dorset, so the south of England. 15-40, second serve. Casper Ruud goes to the back on Medvedev. Good return from Medvedev down the line. And now we're in the big rally. It's a big point here. Can Medvedev take the break? When the rally situation, Casper Ruud now struggling, but Medvedev does miss long. Olivier, are you not 14 as well? Same age as Paris? Tell your friends to join this chat, and Alexis commentating. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Olivier is 13, isn't he? He's 13. So yeah, 30-40. Casper Ruud once again facing a break point though. Can he do it? 30-40. Medvedev to serve. Good first serve from Casper Ruud, but it just goes long. It's a late line call, judge, but it's second serve now. Second serve for Casper Ruud. Oh, there's a challenge. Is there a challenge? No. Alright, everything's fine. There seems to be a lot of dispute in this service game. I can't tell you why. But yeah, there seems to be. Second serve now goes to the backhand of Medvedev. Medvedev trying to take it on now. Casper Ruud defending in this point. Medvedev with the unforced error. It's a little bit of a distraction from Medvedev. There's obviously been a bit of dispute in this service game. It could really affect Daniil Medvedev, as he's just lost the last 2 points in a row, going from 2 breakpoint opportunities back to deuce. Medvedev was in control of the rallies as well, so missing that is a massive unforced error on his behalf. We're now 40-all. It's a good drop shot there from Casper Ruud. Medvedev gets there, but it's a smash put away. It's now advantage for Casper Ruud. Medvedev, he's talking to himself. Does anyone have any ideas what he's saying? I'm not entirely sure. He seems a bit frustrated right now as we speak. I don't know what it's about though. If anyone has any ideas, please comment down below. Also, make sure to place your predictions here. We've got 52% voting for Medvedev to win straight sets. We've got 38 for 3 sets. And we've got Ruud 10% winning in 3 sets. So it's a very good stats. We've got some clear overview of predictions. And now Ruud serving and volleying. And it's Medvedev who passes Casper Ruud. It's 40-all once again. Paris, what's the time currently in England? The time for me is 2:13. So obviously there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5.5 hour gap between us, Paris. So will you be able to watch tonight? Zverev versus Djokovic. I'll be live streaming it as it starts for me at 8 PM. I'm not sure for you though. It's probably like 2, isn't it? Well, 8 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it'll be, oh gosh, that's 1 AM for you. 1 AM roughly. It is Casper Ruud with another game point opportunity. He's done well in this service game. He had to find his way to hold serve. And he's doing well. He's come back from 15-40. It's now advantage him. This game's gone for 7.5 minutes as we speak. So advantage for Casper Ruud. Casper Ruud to serve. He serves to the forehand of Medvedev. It's now a let though, unfortunately. By the way guys, please make sure to like this video, subscribe. I will be checking how many likes we've got. So if you haven't already, it'd be great for you all to support us. And yeah, any way possible would be a massive help for us. It is now advantage still for Casper Ruud. Sorry, I'm a bit behind now. Does he take the game? It is 40-all still. It's still 40-all. Alright, so it's the third deuce in this match. And we are going to watch this game. This is a big game. Medvedev not giving in as of yet. Casper Ruud struggling to hold it. I cannot watch Djokovic versus Zverev. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate about that. I'll let you know, Paris, how Djokovic and Zverev does. When in rally situation, Medvedev is in this point. It's a drop shot from Casper Ruud. Medvedev gets there, and it's a Medvedev with a volley winner, and it's another break point opportunity. It's another break point, guys. This is big. This is big from Daniil Medvedev. We've got the break point sign coming up. There he is. It's break point. It's another break point. Can Daniil Medvedev this time take it? As I show the replay, Casper Ruud was definitely in control. He did very smart move, doing a drop shot. Medvedev was very quick there. Casper Ruud with the volley, trying to put it away, but Medvedev with the full stretch, and he puts it away instead. And it's now advantage for Daniil Medvedev. This game's very, very intense. I'm watching this, and then I'll get to the comment section in a minute. It's advantage for Daniil Medvedev. We've got a break point opportunity. Is he able to take it? He's got his third break point in this service game. Second serve goes to the forehand of Medvedev. We're now in the rally situation. Medvedev really trying to attack. And now it's a unforced error from Casper Ruud. And there we go, guys. We have the break. My apologies for Burby. So it's 3-2 for Daniil Medvedev. Somehow, Medvedev managed to break after a 10-minute service game from Casper Ruud. And Daniil Medvedev will now be serving 3-2 after a long 10-minute service game. So Paris, yeah, of course, no problem. It's great. I'm very, very grateful as well for your support in the live chat. It's great to have some new people to talk to and engage with them. So yeah, very, very grateful for you obviously coming on. And it looks like Daniil Medvedev he's got potential now to take the match. He's got the break. That's all he needs. One break, as long as he holds his serve at all time now, is more than enough to take the match. But we have to wait and see, of course. So I predicted 6-4, 6-3. Well, originally it wasn't predicted that, but I'm going for it now. 6-4, 6-3. So that's my predictions, and hopefully some. Well, I don't know what to expect really. I don't know what could happen. I hope you enjoyed this live stream though. It means a lot to me that you've joined us. Of course, there are loads of others that are doing this, so yeah, the more support we get, the better. And make sure to subscribe and like this video if you are new. Ruud's starting to get annoyed. It's more, yeah, you can see by his facial expression after that point, he was just more like, oh, come on, how am I missing that type of reaction? But he did very well in that service game to stay in it. It was very, very difficult. Gave a tough time for Daniil Medvedev. It could have been a very simple service game, but instead Casper Ruud didn't want to give in, and after 10 minutes of fighting, Daniil Medvedev finally gets that break. So it's been good though. It's been a very good match for Casper Ruud. It's good experience as well. You can see what the level is like as number 2 in the world. So he's number 8. There's only 6 places apart. So yeah, you can see the difference between Casper Ruud and Medvedev, of course. But you can see the difference, which is definitely there's a large gap between each other. That's for sure. That is for sure. Medvedev's still very comfortable playing against players like Casper Ruud, players inside the top 10. He's definitely capable of winning all of them if he wanted to. So we are now at 3-2 for Daniil Medvedev. It is currently 15-0. AO, Australian Open 2021 final. Djokovic frustrated Medvedev. Now Medvedev is frustrating the opponent. Yeah, Medvedev, well, his game style and just how he plays can really frustrate some opponents for sure. Like, because at times Medvedev just gives like a simple shot, and Casper Ruud, well, for example, Casper Ruud missing that previous one where Medvedev finally took the break. Again, he shouldn't have missed that, and that causes frustration. And it just builds up from there. It goes on, and then it gets to his head, and Daniil Medvedev just progresses on and on and on until he wins the match, basically. Like, as long as Medvedev, as long as the opponent can clear like his frustration out, Medvedev really much in control of the match. So we're in the rally situation, 40-15 for Daniil Medvedev to go 4-2 up, in fact, in this second set. Again, as I was saying, 10 minutes in the previous game, and it's now probably just a minute and a half, and Medvedev already winning the service game. So there you go. It's so quick. It's so quick, Daniil Medvedev. He's very alert. This could be his quickest match so far in this whole tournament. His shortest match so far was against Hurkacz, which was 2 hours long. So, and that was very, very long for a tennis match in 3 sets. So it's now 4-2. Medvedev edging his way to the finals. We just have to wait though on Casper Ruud. Can Medvedev break once again to get to the finals or not? Comment down below. Here we go. It's 4-2. We've got some new balls, and it's now Casper Ruud to serve. Casper Ruud serves to the backhand of Medvedev. Good return from Medvedev, actually. What do you guys think as well? Does the server have more of an advantage when serving with brand new balls, or is the returner with the advantage? Comment down below your thoughts. I feel like the server definitely has the advantage when receiving new tennis balls, as it pings off more, but also with the returner, if you block it very well, the returner has what it takes to win the point potentially, as afterwards you get into the rally and it's very difficult to return. I don't know how to explain, but to receive the return, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it is 15-0, Casper Ruud serving, and it is Medvedev returning. It's not far. We're not very far off now from the finals here for Medvedev. So Paris, are you still on here? Make sure to keep me up to date. Keep me up to date with everything. 15-0, Casper Ruud to serve. He serves to the forehand of Medvedev. Good return from Medvedev. Casper Ruud with the slice. Server, as they can get more speed on the serve. Absolutely. Yeah, it's very true. But if the returner gets the ball in after the serve, then there's trouble for the server originally. Yeah, the server's definitely got that extra advantage, and in this case it is Casper Ruud with brand new balls, but he's currently 15-30 down. Medvedev just very relaxed right now. He's unforced errors is not many from Medvedev. 16-24 for Casper Ruud. So there's a clear difference between each other. Make sure to like this video if you haven't. 15-30 is Casper Ruud. He's making history, so I'm sure his country has done him proud. He's done his country proud, to get into the qualifying of Nitto ATP Finals, and it's just a massive achievement for him. So yeah, 30-all. This is a big point now, in my opinion. 30-all, it could decide whether Medvedev gets a break point or for Casper Ruud to get his game point. 30-all, here we go. Let's see how it goes. We are still live. Casper Ruud serves out wide. Medvedev with a smack down the line, winner, completely unexpected. It was a good first serve. Medvedev was pushed out of the court, but he somehow produces a forehand winner. Wow, so that's a fantastic return there from Daniil Medvedev. That's a 1 in 10 shot for sure. He timed it perfectly, and now he misses the following shot. So it is juice. That was a very good return. I'm still shocked by that return. It's now 40-all though. Can Medvedev do it once again? If he wants this break again to serve it out, this is what he needs. He needs the break. 40-all juice. Casper Ruud to serve. He serves, goes to the tee. Medvedev blocks it. Casper Ruud trying to hit too big, and he misses the easiest shot in history. He just had to make it cross court. He complicated it too much for himself, and now it's another break point here for Daniil Medvedev. I'm going to get my break point sign because, you know, we need it. And it's now advantage for Daniil Medvedev. Once again, he's got a break point. Is he able to get a 5-2 lead, Daniil Medvedev? Good serve, good return. The returns hit the line. Medvedev, well, he was just about to approach him, but he decided not to. We're staying back. Daniil Medvedev going in the backhand of Casper Ruud. It's a backhand down the line from Medvedev. Casper Ruud trying to stay in. It's a lob up the air. What was the challenge? Is there a challenge? Oh, apparently, the ball's called in, but Casper Ruud's going to challenge it. I thought it was good, personally. It'll be interesting to see whether Casper Ruud is right or wrong. Medvedev, as he comes in with the forehand, the ball is on the line, was clearly marked on the line. Does that give Medvedev the point? Yes, it does. And it's now game 5-2. Casper Ruud, after challenging it, he completely regretted that. Originally, he did very well as well because he lobbed Medvedev. It went in, but he challenged it, and it wasn't against his. It wasn't for him. So it's now 5-2 Daniil Medvedev, and he will be serving for the match, Daniil Medvedev, to win in his first straight sets victory here at the Nitto ATP Finals. It's the semi-finals as well of this event, where it gets tougher and tougher for the players. The best in the world comes in, and Casper Ruud is currently in that top 4 slot, so he has to be very proud. He's done better than Rublev, he's done better than some top players such as Hurkacz as well. It's been great to see 4 out of 8 players this year qualifying, making their debut. There's Cameron Norrie, he played 2 matches. There's Casper Ruud, who qualified as Hurkacz, and there is Jannik Sinner. So 4 out of 8, very, very good debuts for them. Jannik Sinner as well, he won his first debut match, 6-2, 6-2 against Hurkacz, which was incredible. Have you been for a tennis match? Well, sorry, I don't understand that question. Have you been for a tennis match? What does that mean? Sorry, have I watched a tennis match in an event, or have I played one, or what were you on about? Sorry, I'm a bit confused. So it is 5-2. Daniil Medvedev now to serve it out. The set number 2 has gone for 35 minutes, so it'd be interesting to see whether he can do it first time, or will Casper Ruud find a way to break Daniil Medvedev, because that's what he needs right now. Casper Ruud will be returning to stay in this match. He has to find a way to break up, and we have the Gold Wolf. Hey, it's been such a long time. No way. We have got the Gold Wolf back in here, back on the live chats. How have you been, Gold Wolf? It's been so long. We've been good. My brother Olivier, he's in Spain right now, and I'm here just commentating. So, have you been in a stadium? So, originally this event was played in London, so I did go to this event once in 2016. But I've been to Paris Masters, I went to Bercy, I went to Roland Garros before, I've been to Wimbledon. There's a few events I've been to. It's been great experiences for sure, and hopefully I can visit more next year. We've got Gold Wolf. There are a lot of weak dudes in this tournament. Yeah, I mean, it's true that it's not as strong as last year for sure, but you know, you gotta give credit to them for making it as a debut. Hurkacz, he did well. He won Miami. He's got to semi-finals of a Grand Slam. It's not like he's done terribly. He got to the semi-finals of the Paris Masters. That's where he qualified. So yes, it's not very strong. There is Cameron Norrie, who got in as well, which was great for him. It's good experience match. It's great match experience. Sorry, but yeah, I understand what you mean. This is probably the easiest match for Daniil Medvedev so far. Sorry it's been so long. No go tour, and I'd rather hit the courts and watch these weak dudes. You know what? I don't blame you. Obviously, I know how much you love Federer and Nadal. Obviously, it's mainly Nadal, isn't it? Nadal hasn't been playing very much, but I'm sure he'll be coming back fighting. And we now have, by the way, match points for Daniil Medvedev, 40-30, second serve. Second serve for Daniil Medvedev, goes to the backhand, he goes to net, and he finishes off with a backhand volley. And there you have it, guys. We have Casper Ruud losing to Daniil Medvedev in the semi-finals. It is well played, though, for Casper Ruud. He's managed to qualify. He was the last debut player to get to the semi-finals. He's made history as well, being the first Norwegian tennis player to play the Nitto ATP Finals. So there is definitely some achievements achieved by Casper Ruud today. I'm rooting for Medvedev now that Rublev is out. Oh yeah, I'm rooting for Medvedev as well. If it goes to plan, we'll be able to see another Djokovic-Medvedev final. It's been very, very interesting this year to watch them both play. Australian Open, US Open, Paris Masters, and now if Djokovic wins, it would be the Nitto ATP Finals. So there you go, the number one, number two in the world fighting it out potentially. You never know though, of course. So yeah, keep up the great work. I'll be back for the Aussie when Goto returns. Oh, come on, Gold Wolf, I'll be here tonight. Are you coming on tonight? It'll be Djokovic versus Zverev. That's a big match. You cannot say that's not a big match. Zverev last time beat Djokovic in the Olympics, but then obviously Djokovic won in 5 sets against Zverev. Paris saying I'm rooting for Djokovic. It's definitely going to be an exciting one, guys. And the winner of Djokovic-Zverev will be playing Medvedev. I think, though, personally, in the future, it'd be great to see a 3rd place position and a 4th place position for the semi-finalists as well in this event. Only because, you know, they've worked so hard to get through and then they just lose in the semi-finals and they're out. So, you know, it'd be great to see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I don't like Chitovic or Observer. I love how you compare, like, you just make the names coming in for both players. You're an interesting character, mate. It's been such a long time. I'm glad you've joined in last minute, but hopefully you'll be... you don't like either of them. Okay, alright, fine. I guess I won't see you till Aussie Open then. Unless I might do a Davis Cup. You never know. Davis Cup is coming along, guys. If anyone's interested in that, the event Paris, that basically means where you're representing the country. It's a team event, so it's a lot of fun. I might be doing that as well. Just depends though. So guys, I'm going to end it for today. I hope you like this stream. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. We have Paris, who's the new subscriber. So we are very grateful for that. We hope you enjoyed it. And see you later on tonight, 8 PM, guys, British time. If not, then